Hey, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to tougetrial. Today we're going to take a quick look at my 2008 Nissan Xterra. We're here in beautiful British Columbia being eaten alive by mosquitoes. As you can see, I've already caught the sun. So I was out here on a bit of a scouting mission, a bit of a spring bear hunt, and just thought I'd take the opportunity to take you around my 2008 Xterra. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so what is there to tell you? Right here we got wheels and tires. They are 265 65/17. It's basically a stock size. I went with the Falcon Rubitrek tires. I did get these set as a lightly used, although they're on the older side. I'll probably be replacing them probably next year. They're a great tire, they're just older and the fronts are a little bit worn. So also on wheels and tires, if you can see there, we got a little bit of poke going on from an 1.5 inch spacer. I do like the slightly wider stance on the Xterra. I think with it being basically a chunkier overall vehicle, it just really is suited well to wheel spaces. I'm being eaten alive by mosquitoes here, so please accept my apologies. Now, not really a huge modification, but this is an Amazon build. I did take off the side steps, and unfortunately there was a bit of heartache. I don't know if you can really see that. There you go. Had to cut a couple of them. And while we're on this side down low, recently we had to do leaf springs because one of them snapped. My fault, not really the truck. I was wheeling pretty hard. But yeah, it's basically going to take care of it from the side. And I do want to say shout out to Nissan. I absolutely love this rack right here. It is the best roof rack that's ever been made by far. Strong enough to put my rooftop tent up there. Holds the weight just fine, no concerns whatsoever. Plus me, 2 other humans, one of them being a child. So yeah, it's a pretty good roof rack. Now on the roof rack, I'm going to point out before we get into it, this mounting job is temporary. I mean, it works. The brackets that came with the Vevor 8x8 awning, not the best. They just wouldn't grip the top rail because they're too slippery. They're painted. So I'm going to do something better for that. I'm going to make a trip to the hardware store and get that taken care of. But for now, it does the job, and we'll do a video on the awning another day. But that's it. I will also say, I guess on this topic, the awning is slim. It's very low profile. What is that? 4 inches? I guess for your guy, that's probably 8 inches. Yeah, it's pretty slim, which I don't mind. It's not a super heavy duty awning, not like the ARB, which will stand up to snow. This one's really just a sunshade and light showers, but it does the job. So yeah. Also on Xterra, I got a shout out to Nissan again. These side steps are just absolutely phenomenal. Just so useful. I think every truck should put them in their bumpers. I know Chevy's doing it, but this is just, when you're loading up such an awesome roof rack, having no side steps there is really useful. Especially when you have removed your factory sideboards. So yeah, obviously same tires all around. Before we get onto the headlights, shout out to Rago, not sure how you pronounce it actually, to be honest, but these ditch brackets are absolutely amazing. Super easy install. It's about 20-30 minutes at most, as long as you're handy with a tool. They just go right into the fender bolts, and do another video on that as well. Now, ditch lights, AUXBEAM. So shout out to AUXBEAM. We love your products. Absolutely some of the best value for money. These are a 30 watt per pair, but they light up for like 4 blocks down the road. So these are absolutely great. Just no issues whatsoever. And I'll insert a clip in a second of the ditch lights working at night. But yeah, shout out to AUXBEAM. Okay, so and every one of their products, to be honest, I've used them for a while. They've always been good. No complaints. I know occasionally with mass production you're gonna get a couple that, you know, they leak a little bit of water in them, etc., etc., but not an issue I've ever had. So headlights. Yeah, let's move on to headlights. So here we have the factory headlights. Now, being an 08, it has the chrome inside and the chrome bezel. I like on the, I think it's the 09 or 10 plus, this is actually blacked out, and it makes the headlight look really nice. But I did a projector retrofit, which you'll see a video on soon. It's just kind of going with the stock plus look. I'm not, you know, I don't want to be too crazy, and I don't want to have halos and demon eyes and such on a vehicle that's, you know, is pretty basic. It's kind of silly, in my opinion, to have really flashy headlights when the rest of it's really basically stock. So yeah, other than that, I should do a quick point out. Everyone who's a street racer must have a red tow hook. There it is. So yeah, so that is my Amazon build. Hope you've enjoyed today's quick peek into it, and stay connected, follow, like, and subscribe, all that jazz, and follow all the content that's coming on the ditch light install and the awning there. And yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video.